Hi Pisces, this is your monthly video for June 2018. For June 2018, got a floater there. June 2018 for Pisces, for June 2018. All right, let's see what's going on for Pisces. Okay, Pisces, so first things first, that fits in right there. I feel like you start off this month with a good boost from that full moon that happened on May 28th that was in Sagittarius. Whatever shift happened for you in that full moon, it really opened your heart space. It made you see how you need to remove yourself from drama that other people in your life are creating. It's actually brought awareness to the fact that that is what is blocking your progress in terms of career. But there's still difficulty in delivering that message to those people, like how to kind of go about removing them or talking with them, or how to not let them get to you. But there's an awareness. There's a deeper awareness that, you know, it's not you, it's other people that have. And it's not to say you're just blaming other people, but you're just becoming more and more aware of how it's super important to have like people around you that aren't just kind of dragging you into the ground. So I see you as the way they're presenting your thinking to me is just all these beams of light coming in different directions. So to me that's symbolic to like you're becoming aware of how all of these things are really contributing to your effectiveness or inability to kind of progress in different areas like your career and relationships. So there is a new moon that comes up on June 13th. It's in Gemini. So I want to see how that new moon affects you guys. So let's see, new moon in Gemini affecting Pisces. Oh, look at that. So right on the 13th, you see the number 13? Right on the 13th. Lots of peace, lots of forgiveness, lots of letting go, and just realizing that there's a more enriching future coming. So there's this faith and there's trust. This new moon, really, it does bring a lot of illumination for you guys. It's providing you with strength to let go of the past, to release the past, and those that you've kind of held in contempt or that have held you in contempt for whatever wrongs they've done to you or even what wrongs you've done to other people. That's really positive to see that. I'm really happy to see that actually, because I often find the Pisces, because you have all the abilities, you're in the 12th house, you're the ruler of the 12th house, so you have all of the, according to astrologers, some astrologers, because you know they don't always agree, but how I was trained to understand was Pisces has all of the wisdom from all the houses, like every bit, which can be a heavy load and often ends up affecting Pisces very immensely. So it's nice to see here in this reading that there's hope. And actually, I've never noticed on this card, but there's a white dove right there. That's the first time I've noticed. I've worked with this card deck for 15 years, and just to see that for the first time is kind of interesting. So that's a sign of hope and love and good things to come. So I'm really happy to see that for you guys this month. And let's move into the end of the month. We have two major shifts happening. Well, for the full moon, I call that a major shift because it does affect some people in a major way. But right before the full moon on June 26th, Mars starts to retrograde in Aquarius, and that happens every 2 years, two and a half years. Yeah, something like that. Every 2 years. Anyways, it's retrograding until August 27th, and like I said, it's in Aquarius. Now, what you're going to notice is people are going to be a little bit more irritable. I know, right? Like, how can people be even more irritable? Irritable, frustrating, or frustrated, sorry. It's not really a good time to get a divorce, even though a lot of people will probably get one. Not a good time to start a business or sign any major contracts. I would avoid surgery if at all possible. It's just kind of the energy's stagnated. That drive that Mars brings is stagnated, and it will bring a lot of work interruptions, even some accidents, so be careful. The energy is going to definitely be sluggish throughout the summer months, which, you know, if you have to work all summer long, it might be a challenge for you. So if you have, you know, time off in the summer, then, you know, it will be kind of like going with the flow where you're not doing as much, because it's going to take a lot more effort to get things done in Mars. And this is across the board for all signs. Obviously, though, everybody's different, and some people are born with the natal Mars that is retrograded. For those people, they're not going to be as affected. So it's good, again, I say this 100 million times, get your chart checked out. You can learn so much about yourself when you do. So let's see for the end of the month what's in store for Pisces for the end of June. Pisces for the end of June. Pisces for the end of June. Okay. I do see you working some long hours, very busy, very active. That full moon definitely brings up some illusions, some old patterns, a little bit of self-pity going on there, guys, so just keep that in mind, specifically because you're just working too many hours and don't have enough help. It's almost like you've helped a lot of people, and then when it's your time, they're not kind of returning that favor. That's the sense I'm getting. So some of your network and relationships, they're going to seem a bit out of sorts. You're going to be questioning that a lot, like, why am I partnered with this person, or why am I in a relationship with this person? In terms of business, like, why did I, like, you know, start a business with this person? They're not doing half the work and they're getting half the profit. Like, things like that. Going into that June 26th time, prior to that, I would highly recommend you take necessary self-care precautions going in. Just, you know, get a massage, go get some acupuncture, go do something you want to do. Anything that's related to nurturing yourself, just to kind of take a break, because like I said, you're going a little too hard. I see that, you know, burnout coming up June 30th. It appears its ugly head, where it's kind of like, you know, where are my people? And you're not seeing people. Just remember, sometimes we get fixated on, like, certain people have to do certain things and then they don't, and then we're disappointed. But if we just ask the angels or guides, whatever you want to call it, God, Allah, it doesn't matter, to send people, and then they send people that might not be the people you think it should be, just keep that in mind. That can, you can overlook the help that's being sent. Help will always be sent. Don't overlook it by assuming, hey, my husband should do that, or my wife should be doing that, whatever. My mother should be doing that. All these expectations we place on people we think should be helping us. But the universe will send you people. They just might not look like what you have in mind. Because you do need to ask for help for sure. It could be around the house. It could be with work. It could be, I don't know. It could be just in your emotional state. It could be anything that you're feeling overwhelmed with. Definitely reach out and get some help for that before the 26th of June if you're feeling that feeling. If it kind of just hits you, which the guides are just telling me now, it's probably just going to hit you right smack around that full moon, 26, 27, 28 maybe. Maybe it will be on the 30th of June. That's when you get that burnout sensation where everything's kind of like, whoa, you know? Then reach out that day. But, you know, I feel like if you take the necessary precautions and do some self-care leading up to that, you'll be fine. But you might still get an energetic, you know, you might do all that self-care and still feel tired at the end of the month, and that's okay too. It's just the moon is really pulling a lot out of us, all of us across the board. For you, I feel like it's more going to be in the mind, where you're going to be thinking about things that aren't working. You're going to be thinking of the debts people owe you or the perceived debts they owe you, what you've done for them, what they haven't done back, that kind of thing, which isn't really a healthy mindset at all. It's easy for anybody to do that, you know, keep track of the tabs people owe you, even though, you know, originally you were giving out of just a space of giving, but then because you're giving too much, you start to keep a tab. So that's on you. Don't give too much, and then you won't have to keep a tab on what they owe you, what people owe you. Because people are going to take what they can. Just keep that in mind. So I'm going to just check in and see, excuse me, I'm going to see if I missed anything at all for Pisces for the month of June. Pisces for the month of June. All right. Yeah, again, that moon comes up. Moon card, it's an opportunity to improve your plans, whatever comes up in that full moon in Capricorn. It is in Capricorn. So I feel like it might be more related for you guys around business, work, career. So whatever comes up, whether it's I don't like my job, I don't like my business partners, I don't like this, I don't like that, I need to do this, I haven't been doing this, whatever those thoughts that come up, just journal them, but do it from an objective place. Don't kind of like judge the thoughts you have and don't wallow. Easier said than done, especially when it's a tsunami of emotions that come along with it. The main message I'm getting for you guys is just to face your fears. You will grow stronger if you do, and there will be a happier outcome. Remember to keep in mind that Mercury retrograding, and just notice the energetic shifts. You guys are super, super intuitive, the most intuitive signs out of any of us. And, you know, you're going to have to practice discernment with all of the emotions and frustrations and everything else that other people around you are going to be experiencing. Keep that in mind too, because you might be fine, and then, you know, you walk into a room and there's 5 people that are you know, going through some stuff because this Mars is retrograding, and they're feeling frustrated and they're feeling angry, and then you get swept off into their emotions. What the guides are saying for you, I chose the same card with both decks actually at the same time, which is quite interesting. It's the Page of Swords. Oh, sorry, no, it's a different one. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. Looks the same. Discernment. Practice discernment. Choose logic over emotion. Cut through any BS in your own thinking, and just be mindful of other people, where they're at, and maybe, oh, okay, it's just Mars retrograding. It's not because they're an asshole, kind of a thing. I hope that helps you. I will see you again here next month for the month of July. And if you like this video, share it with your friends. Definitely subscribe. And if you want to book a reading with me, you can get the information below. I do in person, over the phone, or Skype readings. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.